Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Clayton's Classroom. My name is Corinne. I'll be your moderator tonight. Our guest host is Suzanne Forcese, and it is April 18th. My goodness, already. We're really jumping through this year pretty quickly. And I am very happy to be bringing Clayton's Classroom to you live from Paonia, Colorado. I don't know how many of you have ever heard of or been to Paonia, but it's a very beautiful farming community in the heart of the western slope of Colorado. And I was just sharing with Suzanne and Clayton that today I had the opportunity to drop into a place where you can buy fresh goat milk and fresh goat cheese. I mean, within the last, well, it was from yesterday, actually. And it's on the honor system where you open the little refrigerator, you pull out what you want, you put your money in or write a check, you get change if you want to, put it all back where it needs to be, and off you go. And oh my goodness, it's as good as it gets. So I would highly recommend the experience to anyone who has the desire or the opportunity to drop into this part of the country. It's just lovely. And we have a lot of things that we're going to be discussing this evening. I'm going to start out by reading our short disclaimer to keep us compliant. This call is intended only for informational purposes. Neither the products nor the statements made about the products on this call have been evaluated by the FDA, AMA, or any other medical entity. The views and opinions expressed on this call by Clayton Nolte, distributors, customers, and or other speakers solely represent the conclusions of said speakers and are not guarantees that anyone using the products will achieve the same results. These conclusions and products are not intended to be substitutes for the diagnosis, treatment, cure, or prevention of any disease or injury, nor should they be taken as substitutes for the advice of a physician. Anyone suffering from the disease or injury should consult with a physician. All right, that being said, I want to encourage everyone to be sure and hydrate. If you haven't already, drink some water, preferably structured water if you have the ability to do that. But any water is better than no water, so let's get good and hydrated. And I'm going to start off by introducing Clayton Nolte, who is always the star of our show here, because without Clayton, none of us would be here talking about any of these things. So, Clayton Nolte, boy, all the places that Clayton has been that I know of, and many of the places he's been that I am still hearing about after many years. He's been a researcher of subtle energies in nature for several decades. Clayton grew up on a farm in Minnesota and then went on to a career in the Air Force, where he acquired 14 years of higher education, specifically in math, physics, and chemistry. His intellectual studies and intuitive curiosity compelled him to ask the universe, what more is possible? Clayton spent many years observing the mysterious properties of water and exploring the potential of water's mandate to support life. He invented a way to mimic how water moves naturally, rediscovers its own perfect balance, and becomes structured. He harnessed this technology into his own creation of structured water units and is the founder of Natural Action Technologies. Developing this technology also led to the discovery and benefits of breathing structured air. Clayton's passion, tireless dedication, and loving spirit has inspired many to join him on this journey of discovery and bring the opportunity of structured water to all life for a healthier, happier experience. Clayton, how's it going, my friend?
Pretty wonderful, Corinne. Pretty wonderful.
Well, I know that without me to oversee everything going on, and it's amazing that you are still making it happen anyway, but I'm very happy to be bringing a little breath of fresh Colorado air to the mix.
Yeah, I've been really, really busy. Somebody put out a notice that it was my birthday on Friday. And so I had like 66 text messages. I have over 200 emails, all wishing me a happy birthday. And so I finished the text messages, but now I'm up to Friday anyway on the returning the answers, or let's say a thank you to everyone. So I'm sending a thank you to everyone, thanking them for the blessing and returning it back to them. So anyway. So.
Oh, well, you really, I want to thank everyone too. I just really have enjoyed, Clayton's been sharing with me so many of the greetings that people have sent, and it's just very heartwarming and amazing to know that you're appreciated at that level by so many, isn't it, Clayton?
Oh yes, I received so many from overseas, from all over the world. I mean, it's just really, really remarkable to be part of hearing from people, and what their experiences are. A lot of people are relating their experiences, and like we always listen to testimonies and things that are happening for people. So yeah, I'm excited. Excites me. It's beautiful. It's heartwarming to hear what's happening for people, and I've said this for over and over for how many years now, and to hear somebody coming back at me for everything I've been giving out, for all these past years, now they're coming back and saying it, and telling me how this works. So.
Well, I love the one comment by someone who said that he's been sharing this technology with his fiance, and she doesn't understand it. She doesn't get it at all, but she trusts him, and that's good enough for him. And that's really what it takes, is to have someone share something with you that you really trust, that even though it may be hard to wrap your head around, there's something about it that you get. Maybe it's just their own passion for what they're wanting to share, and that it could make a difference. So, yeah, listen to those people who care about you when they're sharing something new and unusual and maybe life-changing.
Absolutely.
So, Clayton, I know that you usually go over an overview of structured water, and I know that will happen during this call because we have a brilliant lady who's joining us tonight who's very well versed in structured water. She's made it her mission to really understand what you have brought forth and how, and I know she'll talk about how she's been impacted by meeting you and just where it's taken her life. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Suzanne Forcese, and I'll let you two kind of go into the nuances and all the finer points of structured water and how it relates to just all that we're doing and will continue to create from here on. So Suzanne Forcese lives in Victoria Beach, Canada, where she has always sourced her inspiration. It sounds like a beautiful place. She graduated as a student of distinction from the University of Winnipeg with a Bachelor of Arts and a degree in education from the University of Manitoba. After a career of teaching high school English and French, Suzanne pursued her true passion, working with subtle energy fields as a Usui Reiki Master and Karuna Reiki Master that restore balance and transformation. She is a certified hypnotherapist and NLP practitioner. Having studied with Tim Tula, who pioneered structured action voice energetics, she also is a SAVE practitioner and employs the technology created by Clayton Nolte in her work. Suzanne enjoys working with the gifted and intelligent person who is feeling blocked at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels of being, allowing each client to take ownership of the best version of herself or himself, the person he or she is meant to be. Suzanne recently unveiled her book, Prime Time, a thought-provoking instruction manual for the individuals wishing to have a more balanced and spiritually fulfilled existence on this planet. Prime Time offers advice on how to develop our intuitive sensibilities and become co-creators in elevating the planet to higher frequencies of harmony, peace, joy, and love. Suzanne, my pleasure, my honor to welcome you to Clayton's Classroom.
Oh, thank you, Corinne. I am so happy to be here. And Clayton, I didn't know it was your birthday. I'm sorry, so I'm sending you a huge hug right now. I love you.
Thank you. Well, believe me, I've gotten more hugs and more blessings. Like I said, I'm still trying to wade through them all, but I felt that it was necessary for me to acknowledge each and every person who sent me a birthday blessing, some are pictures, and it's pretty extensive. I would have not put it out there myself, but the office felt it necessary that since Corinne was not here to create a birthday party and all the regalia that she always puts on when she's in town, for my birthday. So
well, it's not every day. It's not every day you turn 39, so something had to be done.
Right. Right. Yeah. So I'm actually 79 years old.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm 79
years young.
I'm going on another 79 years. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So this technology, we develop things and we engage in what we need for our lives. Those who teachers they teach because they need to learn. Well, for me, my technology is aided me immeasurably to be here, and to be here in a very significant way. It has changed my life in so many ways. And I had the opportunity here just this last week. Tim Tula stopped by. We spent a couple of days together, and it was really, really rewarding to touch base with him, where he is, where I am, and to reflect upon all the things that, the things that have changed for us, and the things that are really making a difference in our lives, that we have brought forth, and expanding upon more, so it's like, what more is possible,
Exactly right.
I remember back in the day, Tim used to say to me, Clayton, don't say that. Don't say that so often. He said, I can't keep up. I can't keep up with what more is possible. Anyway, so we had a great time.
Well, I know, and you're just getting your second win now that you've hit your midlife crisis, right?
Right.
Thank goodness.
Exactly.
Thank goodness we have structured water to get us through it.
Yes. So why don't you tell us what structured water is, and I really I love to hear it from others. Like I said, I'm receiving a significant amount of the gratitude across the world through my birthday blessings and birthday acknowledgement. But it's you're on. So.
I'm on. Structured water is divine perfection. Structured water is the original water from pure source energy that first blessed this planet before man corrupted it and imprisoned it and trapped it and abused it. It does, fortunately, exist in places like mountain streams, and it exists in our body. But we need to replenish that supply of water in our body, and fortunately, we have